alignment, radio check.
As we wait now for the San Marino Grand Prix to get underway, with Keiji Matsumoto lining up on pole position. And the light is green, and we get off to a start. Keiji Matsumoto doing a really good job with Mario Andretti straight away getting out past Alain Prost, and Senna also coming through as they head into the past Tamburello, then up to Villeneuve, then into Tosa. And Alain Prost is coming back at Senna now. And the two teammates. Oh! Big moment there between Senna and Alain Prost, but it seems both of them doing alright to get through there. Meanwhile, the two Minardis solidly in the lead. It looks like Matsumoto is trying to challenge his teammate though. Oh man, this is just the first lap. And let's hope the Minardi boys don't clash too much. Looking good so far. Oh, big pile up into Aqua Minerale. And Patrick de Wolf, oh, he does get knocked around there a bit by Nigel Mansell, I think that is, but everyone managing to get through. Emerson Fittipaldi and Ayrton Senna now out of the race after a collision. They must have been caught up in that same accident. Meanwhile, Mario Andretti in the lead still. With Alain Prost chasing them down and Teo Fabi in fourth. Then comes Satoru Nakajima in the second Lotus. So already one Lotus and one Ferrari out. Which, you see there Emerson Fittipaldi getting an engine message, but I think it was just his engine overheating after being stuck after that crash. See a bit further back though, Kazuyoshi Hoshino trying to challenge Nakajima. Not getting enough overlap. It seems... Oh no, that is Emerson Fittipaldi there, stranded on the left side. So, car of Fittipaldi getting towed off by the marshals. Alan Sir Jr. now coming through in 15th. So yeah, big calamity there at the start of the race. We didn't get a full picture of it, but it just seemed that someone made a mistake into Aqua Minerale and then all the chaos unfolded. Alain Prost now chasing down Keiji Matsumoto. And he is right on the back of that Minardi. But as we do know, the Minardis have superior straight line speed, so it will be a big effort for Prost to get past. Fastest lap so far for Alain Prost, as he is still behind the Minardi of Matsumoto. Matsumoto covering off though. And Prost is gonna try again up the inside. Oh, they're so close together, and now up on the inside into Tosa. But he can't quite manage it. Matsumoto still ahead. Trying to challenge. Oh, on the inside now into Aqua Minerale. Nearly gets that move done, but ended pretty badly there. Shina now still on the back of Satoru Nakajima. And surely he might try something here into Rivazza. See now, reports coming in. Roberto Moreno with an issue. Seems to be a leak of some sort for Moreno. Oh, and big engine fire there, big engine fire from Moreno. Surely he's gonna have to pull over the car. Keeps it going, but he's gonna have to pull off here as he gets overtaken by the field. He's trying to keep it going, but surely he can't keep this going much longer. Just pull off the car somewhere, get out of it. Which I think he might do now. Oh man. As the traffic behind the Tyrrells and the March come around, he is gonna eventually pull into the gravel, and that car will be removed for sure. Meanwhile, Mario Andretti still in the lead. Not pulling away that much though from his teammate Matsumoto and then Alain Prost in the McLaren. So Mario doing a good job managing the gap so far, but Matsumoto and Prost are of course looking to capitalize. Meanwhile, we still have Nakajima in 4th place with Hoshino behind, and then comes Teo Fabi. Teo Fabi might try something now here on Hoshino, but can't quite get past into Tamburello, and then they head up to Villeneuve, another long straightaway into Tosa, the hairpin. And we might see a move here. Fabi tries it, he goes up the inside, but gets squeezed a little bit by Hoshino and can't get past. Matsumoto still chasing down Andretti and gained about 3/10 or so in the last half lap. Matsumoto really trying his best here, and we'll follow him around for a bit because is closing up at quite a rapid rate, and maybe he'll be looking to try something at Tamburello. But the Minardi is going great once again. We know these cars have a lot of one lap pace, and obviously showing in the race as well they can be competitive. The only thing might hold them back is reliability, but as we know, they have taken the victory at the last race. Mario Andretti on the top step. Meanwhile though, we go back, take a look at Jeff Lees reporting electrical issues. And hopefully he can get back to the pit stop, or to the pit, and they can get that checked out and get him back on track. Let's see here. Yes, he is gonna pull into the pit, and they're gonna try and get that fixed up for him. Meanwhile though, keep an eye here, Matsumoto now within a second of Mario Andretti. So the battle between the two Minardis here heating up, and then Alain Prost about 3 or so seconds behind. Obviously, again, we have to take kind of a grain of salt with everything, because obviously all of these drivers can be running different fuel loads, and it is something to take into account. There, Matsumoto closing up on Andretti. Up. Jeff Lees has successfully had his car repaired. So he fixed the electrical issue, and now he's out on track though, but he is about 54 seconds behind the front cars as Hoshino now comes through on Thierry Boutsen. Thierry Boutsen doing a great job in the Zach speed, running up into 7th, so just outside of that points position, but we can see a big squabble going on there. You have Hoshino, you have Mika Hakkinen, Nelson Piquet, and Thierry Boutsen all fighting for that 7th place. As Mika Hakkinen actually doing a great move on Hoshino, the young Finnish driver. Really putting in a commanding effort here. And isn't too far off points. Alain Prost now also closing up. Oh, bit of a mistake. Lock up here for Hoshino, which really slows him down and will allow his teammate to create a bit more of a gap. Well, you can see in front there as well, Mika Hakkinen with a small lockup. Keiji Matsumoto now almost on the gearbox of Mario Andretti, and Shirley now with the slipstream. He has a good chance of overtaking Mario here. And now Eddie Cheever, big lockup from Eddie Cheever into Rivalza, which will allow Al Unser Jr. in the Tyrrell to close up. But Eddie Cheever needs to be careful here. He is going to be under attack here very soon. And Alain Prost now also closing up 2.6 seconds away from Mario Andretti and Keiji Matsumoto. Doing a very good job. Keiji looking into the chicane. No, isn't going to manage. They're going to go side by side. Oh, the Minardis clashing. And surely this is not what team manager Matthew Knecht had in mind for these two drivers. Because they are losing a lot of time, and you can see now Alain Prost is actually closing up to the back of them. So all this squabbling, this inter-squabbling going on at Minardi is allowing the McLaren of Prost to close up. Now picking up the pace as well, I believe. Take a look here how the times were looking the last lap. So as they come across the line, they will update. So let's see what happens. Last time 35.2 and a 35.5 for Andretti and Matsumoto respectively. And then you have a 34.3 for Prost. So, yeah, obviously those Minardis losing out heaps of time battling with each other. And Alain Prost is ready to pounce whenever he can. But Andretti still doing a good job, leading from the front. But this is a three-way fight now, obviously. It's very good for Minardi and Martin to have both of his drivers in podium positions right now. And they are pulling quite a big gap. Oh, again, a lockup from Kazuyoshi Hoshino. So Hoshino not having the best of times today as he's slowly dropping back from his teammate as well. You see Mika Hakkinen there chasing down Thierry Boutsen, and you also have Nelson Piquet now in 10th position. So seemingly as well, it seems that the Benetton squad, obviously they were caught at the opening Grand Prix using an illegal engine modification. They were using a water-cooled engine, as the scrutineering team discovered a bunch of water hoses and some kind of reservoir that were disguised as some kind of electrical installation with wires and such. we can now see that with that illegal modification removed, the eventful squad is definitely suffering a bit more than before. They were pretty competitive in the first Grand Prix, but now they have taken quite a step back, as Nelson Piquet is the first Benetton here in P10. Alain Prost now, again, very close onto the back of the two Minardis, but this Minardi's so fast in a straight line, it is hard for Prost to even try to challenge. Keiji Matsumoto, oh, contact between the two Minardis. Oh, and Matsumoto, is he stuck? Mario Andretti gets going, so my goodness, what a fierce battle between the Minardis, and it's costing them a lot of time. And now Keiji Matsumoto seems to be looking when he can rejoin. He's trying to get back on the track, but more traffic is coming. And man, this is not what Martin the Knecht wants to see. Obviously, Matsumoto just losing out loads now as he's waiting for all the traffic to clear up. Everyone's slowing down as they come past. Has to get going at some point. His engine will overheat if he doesn't. Let's see now. He does get going once again, but except for Jeff Lees, Matsumoto is all the way at the back. So big shunt there between Matsumoto and Andretti, which has caused them to lose the lead and even put one of their drivers out of the points. And now that means Alain Prost has actually taken the lead. So hopefully for Andretti, he doesn't have too much damage and doesn't, you know, maybe he can catch up again to Mario Andretti, but it's gonna be tough. We already see Alain Prost in the last sector pulling quite a bit of time, which is obviously very beneficial for the McLaren squad. Yoshino still running in 6th, but being chased down by Thierry Boutsen and Mika Hakkinen. And then we have Nelson Piquet in the mix there as well. Oh, Nelson Piquet now trying something into Rivalta, but to no avail. Mika Hakkinen stays ahead in 8th place. And then behind them we have Stefan Johansson for the Aero squad. He's doing his best. Obviously his teammate Moreno out with an oil leak and an engine fire. Okay, now once again in the slipstream, is gonna pull to the inside of Tamburello. Can't quite get past, tries the outside now. And Mika Hakkinen going defensive, so doing a very good job holding on, but still Piquet trying, putting his nose on the inside. Can he get past? No, he is gonna back out. No luck yet from Piquet, and does seem to be struggling with the car now that it has lost all that extra power it was getting from those illegal parts, but he's gonna try up the inside. No, once again, not much there, and Mika Hakkinen doing a very good effort here, trying to hold him back. Now on board with Stefan Johansson. He is trying to catch up to that pack of Thierry Boutsen, Hakkinen, and Piquet. Can't see, he is getting closer as Piquet and Hakkinen go side by side once again. Trying and hounding the back of Hakkinen, but no luck yet as Alain Prost running in first now. Still gapping Mario Andretti nearly up to 8 seconds now, so looking very good here, Prost. As he's driving off into the distance. McLaren looking good so far. Michael Andretti now, I think, in the pits with an electrical issue. Yep, there he is. So crew just filling up fuel, putting on some new tires so he can keep chasing down the rest of the field. And oh no, the second arrows now of Moreno in big trouble with a transmission issue, pulling over into the gravel, and that's gonna be race end for the arrows. So both Moreno and Johansson out, unfortunately, on lap 13 of the San Marino Grand Prix. So devastation there for arrows. Meanwhile, Alain Prost still in the lead, still pulling that gap as Andretti chases him down now. And we have Satoru Nakajima in third for Lotus, Theo Fabi in fourth for Ferrari, of course. Then we have Ivan Capelli also for McLaren. So McLaren looking good right now, first and fifth, both point-paying positions. Then we in sixth, the last point-paying position is Hoshino at the moment. Then seventh we have Boutsen, eighth we have Nelson Piquet, ninth Mika Hakkinen. So Hakkinen also running in the inside the top 10, doing really good as a rookie. And then we have Eddie Cheever in 10th, Al Unser Jr. 11th. 12th is Rene Arnoux. And then we have 13th Patrick de Wolf. Matsumoto in 14th, chasing down that big pack in front of him, that big midfield pack. And obviously he has a lot of ground to make up now that the man he collided with on screen, Mario Andretti. Now that that has happened, he has to fight his way all the way back to the front, but he sure seems to be trying. Or now it's Satoru Nakajima running in third, seems to be closing up to Mario Andretti, only 2 seconds or so behind. And then we have Hoshino here in sixth, again with a little lockup. But the Ligiers running pretty well so far. Nakajima heading through Tamburello. You can see there. Let's see how far he is behind. Yeah, so the update now 1.6 seconds for Nakajima. So over the last lap or so, gained about half a second. So he is slowly gonna... Oh, what's going on here? Suspension failure for Matsumoto. Suspension failure for Matsumoto. So possibly some damage from that impact earlier has caused the suspension to fail now for Matsumoto, and he's gonna pull off at the marshal stand there. And yeah, obviously I was already thinking he was quite lucky to come away with damage, but obviously that impact did do something to the suspension there, and just a complete failure on the front left, it seemed like. And that will mean the one of the Minardis is now out, and Matsumoto will have to hold. Oh, as there's a shunt there from Nelson Piquet into the back of Thierry Boutsen, into the Aqua Minerale. Now Alain Prost still extending that lead. Being very determined after a disappointing ending to his race, a last lap failure at the Brazilian Grand Prix, and it looks like he's trying to make a demanding statement here, Alain Prost. Take a look if we can see the last lap time. So yeah, Alain Prost with a 34.3 last lap, then Mario Andretti with a 34.5, so about 2/10 off. Then we have Satoru Nakajima with a 35.0, so nearly half a second slower. Then Theo Fabi, very close to Nakajima, only a couple hundredths between them. Thierry Boutsen is now under attack from Mika Hakkinen. Hakkinen still trying to get through. And let's see here if Hakkinen can pull something off. Pulls to the inside, which then turns into the outside for Tosa. can't quite manage. The Zach Speed there has they have quite a good engine on the straights. They're reported to have similar horsepower numbers to the likes of Ferrari and McLaren. Maybe down a little bit, but not doing too bad. That West-sponsored car. Boutsen in 8th place at the moment. Seconds. You can still see the stranded Emerson Fittipaldi, the car at least of Emerson Fittipaldi on the inside there of Tosa. Mario Andretti in 2nd. Still obviously trying his best to catch up, so currently our championship leader in the points here, Mario Andretti. With a bit of luck last race, but obviously that all comes into play. Oh, has a bit of a mistake there from Alain Prost, so not looking invincible today, even though he has a big gap. He is still making mistakes, so now engine issues for one of the Zach Speed. Thierry Boutsen now with smoke coming out of the back. Another engine fire. Thierry Boutsen with a big pile of smoke billowing from the back of that Zach Speed. Not sure. Oh yeah, complete loss of power there almost immediately after the fire started, and Thierry Boutsen is going to be out of the San Marino Grand Prix. 18 laps in now. Oh, and something happening now to even Capelli. A puncture. It seems the left rear.
Back.
They're saying he needs to try and get back, but seems to be just pulling off to the side now, and that's horrible now, as Capelli was doing a very good job there, but just unlucky with the reliability, I guess. And he's now going to be pushed to the Marshall stand alongside the Minardi of Keiji Matsumoto. So very unfortunate for McLaren to see Capelli, who was actually going quite well, to drop out now. And Jeff Lees now, unfortunately, running out the back after some issues. Williams really struggling at the start of this season, and they're not quite competitive enough at this stage. Obviously, Jeff Lees struggling now under that initial error they had with the electricals. Hopefully he can get something out of this race, and obviously Williams just desperate to get their cars to the end of the race, as they did have a double DNF at the last race, I believe. Satoru Nakajima now in 3rd place, has dropped it back a bit. Oh, Michael Andretti here, chasing down Jeff Brabham. Trying to get past. We'll follow him around here. Michael Andretti into Rivazza. He closes up. Exiting. They go to Varianta Bassa. Fast flowing chicane. Into, well, it's also part of Varianta Bassa. And now onto the straightaway. Michael Andretti in the toe is going to move to the outside. Get something done. No, it doesn't look like it, so maybe into try something, and he actually scares Jeff Brabham into a mistake. And that means Michael Andretti does get through on Jeff Brabham, and maybe now he can look at creating a little bit of a gap. Does seem to be doing. So instantly pulling a bit of a gap here, Michael Andretti to the Williams of Jeff Brabham. Maybe now Andretti can start working his way back up to the likes of Patrick DeWolf and René Arnoux in 10th and 11th place. See here, Patrick DeWolf is some 59.6 seconds away from the leader, and as Andretti comes into the line, he's about 108.8. Seems Andretti is gaining a bit on Patrick DeWolf. Alain Prost still in the lead, now over 10 seconds to Mario Andretti. 20 laps here. Done. A third of the race has been completed. And Alain Prost is looking really strong. Now Mika Hakkinen in 7th place. Oh, big lockup again into Variante Alta. And he is doing his best trying to catch up to Nelson Piquet, but doesn't quite have the pace. But again, Mika Hakkinen here looking very strong. Even though his teammate Hoshino is up in 5th, it's not a bad performance for a rookie. Let's take a look here at one of the closer battles on track. So we have Al Unser Jr. on the back of Eddie Cheever. So Eddie Cheever actually in the March doing a very good job here, up in 8th position. As Unser tries to get through. Not able to, but he might be at the end here of the straight. No, gets squeezed out a bit by Eddie Cheever. And Unser is gonna have to try again. Maybe up the hill. See if he can manage. Eddie Cheever really positioning his car quite well. And is able to hold the Tyrrell behind him. Let's see now, René Arnoux also trying to get in that fight. Same with Patrick DeWolf. He is also catching up. It seems like Eddie Cheever is forming a bit of a train here. Now I think they'll go... Oh, very close there from Unser. Oh, but big move there from René Arnoux as he takes advantage of Unser not getting past Eddie Cheever. So René Arnoux up into 9th position now. Very clever. And he is now behind Eddie Cheever. So let's see if René Arnoux has a bit more luck with getting past Cheever. Doesn't quite do it. To the outside. Nope. Nothing there. Maybe he'll try up something into Tosa. Goes up the inside. Is he gonna make the move? They're still side by side coming out of Tosa. And now it's a drag race up to Piratella. Arnoux still there, still there. Still side by side here. And Arnoux is gonna get through, I think. Yes, he is. Arnoux up into 8th place. Very nicely done. Seems But he's trying to get away from Eddie Cheever, but Eddie Cheever now being able to get a hold of that slipstream. And now Patrick DeWolf has also gotten through on Al Unser Jr. So Al Unser having a bad couple of laps here and dropping back a couple positions. Rennie Arnoux with a very good effort there, putting himself up into 8th position. Obviously, if you remember, Arnoux, a very bad qualifying session. During all of his qualifying runs, he ran into traffic, so wasn't very well timed by his team to put him out at the times they did, but worked his way from 22nd positions up into 8th. So, very nicely done by Arnoux so far. And now he's past Cheever. He's gonna try and chase down Mika Hakkinen. Mario Andretti now still in 2nd position. Somewhat maintaining the gap to Alain Prost. Mika Hakkinen here in 7th, running about 10 seconds behind the point-paying position, which Nelson Piquet is in. Oh, Nakajima seems to have an issue. Lap 24 here.
Try and get back.
We hear a radio call for him to get back. And still seems to be running quite fast. Let's keep an eye on Nakajima here. Is it gonna be another double DNF for Lotus here? That would be disastrous. That would be a disastrous start to the season. And yes, it does seem Nakajima is pulling off now. Yeah, so race over for Lotus, 24 laps into the San Marino Grand Prix. This will be devastating for their the manager, Lee Taylor. His cars, after last Grand Prix, they had a double DNF, and now this one as well. So back to the drawing board, I think, for Lotus. They do have good performance, but also been unlucky, of course, today with Ayrton Senna with the collision with Prost at some point. I'm not sure who initiated that, but see now Nakajima dropping down the order. Prost still in the lead now, as I think this is about where the pit window is going to open. We predict there's going to be only the single stop for this race. And the pit window surely has opened this lap, so in the next couple of laps we might see some of the drivers pitting. We'll have to keep a close eye on where they come out. As we see now, Rennie Arnoux actually getting called into the pits. Fabi now doing a really good job in 3rd place for Ferrari, which I'm sure team manager Machi Hilla will be delighted to see. Running very well there in 3rd. Unfortunately, Emerson Fittipaldi having to retire. But so far, Fabi running a good race here in 3rd position. As we get multiple pit calls now. new here into the pit lane. As he comes out of Rabata. Then at the end, we're in the middle of turn 18. Into the pits. Very slow pit entry here, because there's quite a tight entrance. So, coming in now. Let's see. You see the McLaren pit crew is standing by as well to receive Alain Prost. Comes in, fuel up the car, put new tires on. He's gonna be ready to go once that fuel hose comes out. And there he goes, on his way again. 9.8 seconds on that pit stop. Prost now coming in as well. 7.8 seconds there, so very nice pit stop from the McLaren squad. And Mika Hakkinen now also coming in. So Alain Prost on the fresh rubber with a full tank now, going until the end. Matteo Fabi now in third position, running a bit longer, so he will have a lower fuel load for his second stint, which might be good. Fresh tires, low fuel, might be able to make up some time to that second position. As Andretti is now coming up to the back of Jeff Lees, I believe that is. Yeah, Jeff still trying his hardest to catch up to the back of the field, but now it doesn't seem like that is happening. Patrick the Wolf now around the outside on Cheever, but no, backs out of it. Cheever so far running in the points. Not doing bad at all. Obviously, still has to make a stop. And I think that will put Michael Andretti in the net 6th place once the pit stop starts coming in. Alain Prost now only 8 or so seconds behind Mario Andretti, who is has just gotten past Jeff Lees. Yeah, no chance Andretti, once he does make that pit stop, there's no chance. I think it's going to be close between these two. Dominant performance for Prost so far. Oh, big mistake there from Fabi. Oh no, a transmission issue. So must have just instantly lost the power there, as Fabi is gonna pull off in 3rd place. So horrible again for Ferrari, as they won't score any points today, as both Fittipaldi and Fabi are out now. Patrick the Wolf is right onto the back of Eddie Cheever. They'll both be heading into the pits, so Cheever just trying to get past just before that pit stop, as Unser has a big lockup into Variante Alta. Prost still in the lead. So Mario Andretti running pretty long in this stint, as we're about halfway through the race. Maybe the Minardi squad is just looking to run the race half-half, 30 laps and 30 laps. We'll see though how that plays out. Kazuyoshi Hoshino meanwhile now in third place. And we have the two heroes here of Andretti and Unser Jr. both in the points. 56th. And the Tyrrell squad also fighting with each other now. Unser will come in for his pit stop though, so
at the end of this lap.
We're gonna be looking to offset their drivers a little bit so they can create some space for themselves. As Hoshino is now promoted into third with Fabi having that issue. Patrick the Wolf down, being overtaken by Eddie Cheever. I think that was... Or was that? Oh no, that was Mario Andretti actually lapping Eddie Cheever. Jeff Lees now has also been lapped, of course. Is still trying to catch up to Patrick the Wolf. Unser Jr. now into the pits. As Michael Andretti goes on. And Prost now catching up to the back of Lees as well. Mario Andretti now going past one of the Tyrrells. Now Prost really catching up to Mario Andretti, only 7 or so seconds behind. Let's see if Prost can get past Lees here. Get around the outside into Piratella. Oh, and there's another issue here. Jeff Brabham in the Williams. Struggling with an electrical issue, so he's nursing the car back to the pit. So 2 issues today here for Williams, 2 electrical issues. So they really have to look into those electrical components of the car because you can't have both cars having issues and maybe even possibly the same issue on the same day. Yeah, that Williams will limp back to the pits, and now they're now in 12th and 13th position. Hoshino still running in a solid third. Now we see Unser Jr. in the Tyrrell with Patrick the Wolf behind him. The Wolf trying the inside of Tamburello with no luck, but he might be able to come back into Tosa. See here, not quite close enough there, Patrick the Wolf. Only one car yet to pit, which is Nigel Mansell. He's staying out quite long. Oh, and also Mario Andretti, of course. Oh, big move there from Patrick the Wolf as he tries to go up the inside at Acqua Minerale, but doesn't pull it off. Now he's lost a bit of time to Unser Jr. again. Oh, big mistake there. Unser Jr. goes after track with Maria Alta. runs wide onto the grass, and he's now gonna lose that position to Patrick de Wolf. As Alain Prost now also comes through. As we are just over halfway, 33 laps in, and Nigel Mansell does get his pit call now, so late pit stop there for Mansell. Let's see how that paid off towards the end. Obviously, he'll have a lighter fuel load and fresher tires, so he'll be looking to capitalize on that for sure. Kazuyoshi Hoshino still about 50 seconds behind Mario Andretti, so he is managing the gap to Andretti. Just running a solid race here in for the Lee J squad. And, I'm sure he's keen to hold on to this position. Oh, Rennie Arnoux now in the Benetton, slowing. Seems to be another transmission issue. And yes, Arnoux pulling off the track on the inside there. And that'll surely also mean retirement for one of the Benettons. As the marshals come over, they try to they're gonna try and get the car out of the way as quickly as they can. There you go. And now finally Mario Andretti also getting his pit call, which should see him come out in second position. So Mario once again doing a very solid job, and
pit at the end of this lap.
Again, our championship leader looking to capitalize again and try to get some more points for the Minardi squad, which would be incredible to see. A really incredible achievement. Let's just follow Mario Andretti into the pits now, and let's see where he comes out. So let's keep in mind there is about a 6 seconds gap to Alain Prost. Let's see how much time the pit takes there or thereabouts. Let's see how much time he loses to Prost. You can see now he comes into the pit. We have Eddie Cheever there, and then Alain Prost already going to come across the line. So Prost is going to have a monstrous lead once Andretti has completed his pit stop. Oh. Very good pit stop there for Andretti, 7.5 seconds. Good job from the Minardi pit crew. As it comes out now, let's see. Some PK in fourth, so dragging that Benetton up. He's a minute behind the leader, there or thereabouts. Yeah, so it does seem about a 20-second loss or so for Mario getting with that pit stop. Not too bad, maybe with the lighter fuel load and better tires, then Prost might be able to challenge. You never know. And Prost is looking very fast today. I think Mario Andretti to be precise, coming up to the back of Nigel Mansell, I believe. And Jeff Lees has now made a second pit stop. Remember, Jeff Lees having that electrical issue, which made him to have to come into the pit early, and now, of course, didn't have enough fuel to get to the end, so he had to come in once more. Does see Mario Andretti might be able to gain some time. Let's see where Prost is. Not sure, maybe if he had to get past some traffic this lap, but Mario Andretti did gain about a second or so the last lap. Andretti now also coming up to the back I believe is Nigel Mansell. We'll get past there. Firstly, the March at this point not really offering any resistance. They're not fighting for the same position. Have kind of fizzled out a bit. Obviously, a bunch of retirements yet today, showing again how unreliable a lot of these cars are. Maybe there's just some teams that have been a bit unlucky as well. Nelson Piquet still on the hunt, still trying to get to those podium positions, but that will be a very hard task. We do see Michael Andretti here in 5th, running very low for the tail swap. There in the foreground with behind, and up and coming to him will be Patrick De Wolf and Al Unser Jr. as Michael Andretti now from 5th position is heading into the pits as well. So I believe Andretti did also have an issue at in the first half of the race, which he will also have to just take some extra fuel and new tires, I presume. But obviously Andretti will be pretty fast when he comes out of the pit. Yeah, really low fuel load on those fresh tires. He's going to be probably flying and hunting down the guys that have gained the position on here. Let's see where he is now. Coming through Variante Alta. And we have another issue here. It's Nigel Mansell in the Leighton House, the March car. Pulling off to the side of the road does seem to also be a suspension issue, so maybe clattering the curbs a bit too hard here at Imola. Obviously, very high sausage curbs here, and if you hit those in the wrong way, you can really ruin your car. Prost still solidly in the lead, but as I say that, Mario Andretti is gaining time. So Mario Andretti definitely on the hunt, pushing. Trying to make up that time. But this might not be the end of it. Nelson Piquet now with a transmission issue in lap 38 of the race. And once again, reliability really tough on these cars. Will also put a halt to the Benetton squad, which does move up Mika Hakkinen into what will be 4th position for him, which means the Ligier and the Ligier team will have drivers up in 3rd and 4th position right now. Mario Andretti now getting past some traffic of Patrick de Wolf and then the Tyrrell of Alonso Jr. Oh, big lock up there for Mika Hakkinen. Maybe he's just elated that Nelson Piquet in front of him retired and he's now in 4th position here on the cusp of a podium. The young Finnish driver for Ligier. It does seem now that Mario Andretti is losing a tiny bit of time working his way through the traffic here. But once he's in clean air, I think he might have a shot at hunting down Alain Prost. He's coming up to Eddie Cheever here. Jeff Lee's now running in 9th position. Gino still running in 3rd. 2/3 of the race complete now. Again, Mario Andretti has been unleashed. And Patrick de Wolf there, big lockup. Oh, big mistake there. And that means Alonso Jr. is right on the back of it. Now still running really well with his teammate a bit up the road. Definitely still running in 9th, struggling with this Williams car. Making the best of it. Alain Prost is still in the lead. Can't say Mario Andretti is closing down that gap. Very possible that Andretti is able to challenge towards the end of the race here if he keeps this pace up. We can take a look at the last laps. Yeah, so we can see here about 4/10 last lap for Mario Andretti. So is slowly catching. It's gonna be close, that's for sure. Patrick de Wolf now, still in that fight with Alonso Jr. Both of the heroes running really well as well. We have Michael Andretti in 5th. And then Al Unser Jr. in 8th. They're doing a good job here. Onto the straightaway. Patrick de Wolf goes with Unser right behind him. And let's see if Unser can do something. as they head down the straightaway, but that Zach Speed does have some straight line power. Squeezes out Unser a bit as they now head to Tosa. And will he try up the inside? Yes, Al Unser Jr. Oh, swoops in front of Patrick DeWolf with a great move there. And up into 7th place. He will now be hunting down Eddie Cheever. And looking at the last laps, Al Unser Jr. does have a lot of pace here. Last lap he was about 7/10 faster than Eddie Cheever in front of him. So Al Unser will be hunting down Cheever from this point onwards as he immediately gaps the Wolf. As Alain Prost is still in the lead, but look at that. Look at the last lap now. Mario Andretti, 8/10. 8/10 gained over the last lap. So he is in full push mode, hunting down Alain Prost. Mario wants to assert the dominance. And again this lap, gaining about 7/10 Mario Andretti. So Andretti really pushing. And this is going to be an epic battle towards the end of the race here at this rate. Oh, issues now. Patrick DeWolf coming into the pits with a throttle issue. So he will have to head for his pit stall. They're now going to obviously change the tires here. I don't think he has to take fuel. Yeah, there you can see it's a shorter pit stop, 5.5 seconds, but fresh pair of boots. The throttle issue fixed now. He will have to hunt down Jeff Lees and Unser Jr. in front of him. You see now Mario Andretti closing up the gap to 9.6 seconds to Alain Prost. Michael Andretti doing very well here. You gotta remember as well, Andretti came in with what I believe were also electrical issues or something alike. He came into the pit, so he made an extra pit stop and still running in 5th place. So, you know, what could have been if he didn't have a throttle issue, you know? But still doing a very respectable job, and obviously inside the points, as we see there in the background. See Unser Jr. hunting down Eddie Cheever here. Obviously the March car has been struggling at the first race and doing much better this time around. Obviously they have one retirement in Nigel Mansell, but Eddie Cheever really pulling his weight here and trying to get everything out of the car here today with that revolutionary design from the March squad. Very sleek looking car, and maybe they found a few tricks here and there to really get the most out of that sleek aero design they have. We see now slowly closing up Alonso Jr. Take another look at the laps here. So Eddie Cheever with a 37.1 last lap, and Alonso Jr. with a 36.3. So about an 8/10 gain there for Unser. So he will be on his back in a couple of laps here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hoshino is coming up to Jeff Lees. Lees will now move over a bit. He's not going to make it too hard on Hoshino, I don't think. Doesn't look like it. 9 runners remaining. So again, heavy far. Ligier still doing very well. Hoshino and Hakkinen both in the points. Prost now in first. We can see Mario Andretti closed up to 8 seconds now. 8.1 seconds. With 15 laps to go. Andretti pushing that Minardi. And trying to get up to the back of Alain Prost. Now Patrick De Wolf. Oh, has caught up to Jeff Lees and he is trying to get past, but not this time as Jeff Lees puts out a big defense into Acqua Minerale. Mario Andretti nearly gaining a full second over the last lap to Alain Prost. He is running into traffic now though, so that will hinder his progress a bit, I believe. Let's keep an eye on him if we can. Yes, we can. There we go. So first he has to get past the Tyrrell of Michael Andretti, sorry. Mario obviously hoping his brother Michael won't hold him up too much. Or I should say, his son, of course. Are they brothers? Are they sons? I don't even know anymore. Andretti, he's pulling off to the side, suspension issue. The rear right tire is lifted up there.
Try and get back.
So reliability strikes for Minardi, as that will be a double DNF for the Minardi squad. And very unfortunate to see, because Mario Andretti was pulling up to Alain Prost in a rapid rate. Obviously, now he will be out. That will mean that Kazuyoshi Hoshino will be in a net P2, and Mika Hakkinen will be in the podium positions. So it will be a double podium for Ligier at this rate. This will also promote Al Unser Jr. into the points. And it will mean that Patrick De Wolf and Jeff Lees are somewhat on the cusp of points. As Alain Prost now has a comfortable lead. Eddie Cheever now got the 6th. He will move into 5th. Unser behind him, still chasing him down, but this somewhat secures that point finish a bit more for Eddie Cheever, which would be a phenomenal job for the March squad. And obviously, Jeff Lees here. Still trying to pull that push that Williams, and he's not too far for Patrick De Wolf, but yeah. Williams just doesn't have the pace this year, it seems. Obviously, we're only 2 races far, but oh, big mistake there. So seems just a bit of a as we were saying, the Williams not the best car. So definitely struggling there with the balance and tapping the barrier. It seems doesn't have any damage, luckily, but could have been a lot worse. We'll just follow Al Michael Andretti is out. I'm not sure what happened. Michael Andretti out now. Very unfortunate for the Turo squad, but he must have made a mistake, because there's nothing indicating that it was a mechanical issue, so he might have just made a mistake somewhere. So again, very high attrition rate. 7 drivers remaining now for the last 10 or so laps. Definitely closer than he was last lap. So keep an eye on this and see if there is anything that goes on between these two. Maybe heading down into Ravazza here. Some overspeed for Al Unser Jr. Not quite close enough. Cheever goes slightly defensive though. Is desperately trying to hold on to that 4th position. And into Variante Bassa, then onto the start-finish straight. Obviously the best chance for Unser to try anything would be this long straight. Slight left hand to the inside. Now Unser Jr. goes but can't quite pull it off. Gets into the slipstream again, maybe down into Tosa, sorry. Goes around the outside, tries something, but Cheever manages to outbrake him. Big scrap here between Cheever and Unser Jr. Unser not giving up as they go up the hill once again. Right onto the gearbox now. Unser, will he try something? No, not yet. He has to really time this move. I think he is faster at this point, but struggling to get past the Cheever putting up a great defense like he is. Oh, big lock up there from Unser Jr., which will make him lose a little bit of time again. Bigger gap, and I think he is still holding on to the slipstream. Maybe he'll he'll get a better run on Cheever here. On the start-finish straight once again. There you go. You can see the gap slightly bigger, but I mean he might get more overspeed down the straightaway. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if he can time it. He is getting closer and closer once again. Not quite close enough. Times. Let's see if any of these guys are catching up. Oh, big try there from Unser Jr. Taps the back of Eddie Cheever though into Aqua Minardi, and that could have been race ending for both cars. Oh, quite a optimistic move there from Unser, but looked more like a mistake, of course. Maybe just going a bit too deep on his brakes. Now again into Variante Bassa, and now he's closer, Unser Jr., than he was the last previous lap, so let's see if he can pull off the overtake. I do think Unser is faster, but he just has to get past on some point, and he's on the inside now. Might get it done. Pulls back into the slipstream, heading up to Tosa. Pulls alongside Cheever again. He's trying to put his nose in anywhere he can, but not successful so far. Oh, and pulls to the inside now, up the hill. Not quite. Seems like Unser Jr. is getting impatient in trying to get past. Obviously, they're losing a boatload of time to Mika Hakkinen in front, which only consolidates his position more. So Unser will probably be frustrated by that as well, but Cheever very keen to hold on into fourth. And I'm sure Cozy will be very happy as well if Cheever manages to hold on in fourth. Once again, Unser Jr. in the slipstream. Try something now. Tries to go to the inside. Once again, not enough overspeed for Unser Jr. See if he can try here. Now he tries the outside. Gets squeezed out again, but goes to the inside. No, can't quite do it. Eddie Cheever outbreaks him. Meanwhile, Alain Prost still leading. Very demanding lead, of course. With all the dropouts, he is almost a minute ahead of the next runner. And that McLaren, we did see in the pits earlier today, Pedro Diaz, the manager of was frantically running around with a yellow paint bucket and paintbrush. Everyone was wondering what he was doing. Obviously, now we've seen it. He's painted the rims of the McLaren yellow. Not sure why he's done this, but maybe he'll put out some kind of statement or some kind of stance to show why he did this. Prost running very well. Obviously had that race win taken away from him at the Brazilian Grand Prix, and is keen to make up for it. So let's see if we can finish this race. Alonso Jr. also now getting past Eddie Cheever, and well, I was gonna say that he might be able to chase down Mika Hakkinen, but at this point he's lost so much time that that is gonna be an impossible task in the laps remaining. Assume Eddie Cheever will be trying to hold on to the back of Unser Jr., but you can see he is just pulling a gap further and further. Oh, Eddie Cheever now as well with a big lockup. So that won't help him catch up to Alonso. Let's see now. Patrick the Wolf is still quite a way behind Eddie Cheever, so Eddie Cheever should be safe in this position. Shouldn't be challenged. And again, it would be a phenomenal job for March if they manage to pull this off. Still extending his lead, and Patrick Wolf trying to chase down Eddie Cheever, but that'll be a very hard task. Jeff Lees now obviously trying to do the best he can, but oh, lap 56 now. Reported electrical issues for Eddie Cheever, which is not great. It might see him drop out of the points. I'm not sure how far Jeff Lees is behind, but we'll have to see. The last 3 laps here, Cheever with an electrical issue, so surely he has to come into the pits and have that fixed, but not quite sure how far he'll drop back because of that. Let's hope he can still finish inside the points as Kazuyoshi Hoshino now pulls past. Let's just follow him into the pits. Let's see where that's gonna put him out. I think, yeah, there's Patrick the Wolf already, so Patrick is now gonna have a very big lead. So that moves Patrick the Wolf up into 5th once Eddie Cheever comes into the pits here, as he will do. There he goes, blowing down and coming in. The Wolf now goes past. Now the only question is Jeff Lees is right here, and he's coming up to Variante Bassa, the last chicane here, and he is coming through now, and Eddie Cheever is also coming out of the pit, so you can see Jeff Lees here trying to get points here for Williams, and Eddie Cheever comes out now. Let's see, Jeff Lees in the hunt onto the back of Eddie Cheever, and he has a good run now. Might be able to do something in the slipstream, let's see. But obviously, Cheever will be on fresh tires. But this might have been the only opportunity for Lees here. Up there by Cheever on those fresh tires. Cheever still maybe struggling with that issue. as Alain Prost is closing in on them. Alain Prost gets ready to start the second to last lap. Cheever now in 6th. Patrick DeWolf is about a third of the lap ahead, so Cheever won't be able to challenge him, but at least he's still in the points as Alain Prost comes across the line for the second to last lap. We'll start lap 59 now. Very good performance so far for Prost. And Hoshino in 2nd, Hakkinen in 3rd. Double podium for Ligier is very possible here today, and it will score them big points. And obviously, Alonso Jr. for Tyrrell also inside the points, which would be going to be very good, of course, for Domi and his squad. Now heading through Rivazza, and then we go up to turns 16, 17, Variante Bassa 18 and 19. Fast flowing chicane into the slower 90-degree corner chicane. And Alain Prost now starting the last lap of the very the almost ravaged by attrition Imola race here for the San Marino Grand Prix, and Alain Prost now on the lap that will take him to his first victory of this year in a strong-looking McLaren. He heads up to Piratella once more, then down into Acqua Minerale. Navigates that very well. Then up the hill again into Variante Alta. Down the hill up to Rivazza. Alain Prost has a third of a lap to go to take his first victory of the year here, the Frenchman. On the radar for the championship fight, that is for sure. As we head into the last section, down into Variante Bassa, nothing is gonna stop Prost now. He can even push his car across the line if he wants to. He has the time to do it. And here he comes across the line, Alain Prost winning the San Marino GP. Incredible job.
Fantastic drive. Great job.
Now we have Mika Hakkinen. He will actually come across the line in 2nd place, I believe. Or not in 2nd place, but he will cross the finish line as 2nd. And he will be in 3rd position. 2nd car over the line. 3rd, and on the podium, the rookie Mika Hakkinen. Incredible performance here today by both of the Ligier cars, but extraordinary from Mika Hakkinen, showing why he belongs in F1. And Sheena now coming up to the last sequence as well in 2nd place. Very nicely done by the Ligier squad. A double podium here today for Ligier.
Well
Then
done.
Alonso Jr. also came across the line in 4th. Now Patrick DeWolf across the line in 5th. And then Eddie Cheever for March, also getting that single point. Last point finisher, very nicely done for Eddie Cheever. Great job by March and Cozy. And then obviously Jeff Lees, the last one to finish. No points here today for the Williams squad, but some extra funds will be great for them. And great performance here by Lees to build on for the next couple of races. So again, the league here ravaged by attrition, and it's very tough out there. But Alain Prost will come home now with this victory, and he will put 9 points on the board there for McLaren. And let's also check the fastest laps here soon, because he might have claimed that as well. So let's take a look at the full race results here. Alain Prost in first for McLaren, great result. And then the double podium for Ligier. Just extraordinary for Ligier there, with Hoshino in second and Hakkinen in third. Then we have Al Unser Jr. for Tyrrell in fourth. Patrick De Wolf for Zakspeed in fifth. Eddie Cheever for March in sixth, the last point pink position. Then we have Jeff Lees in seventh for the Williams. Unfortunately missing out, but regardless, very well done by Williams, and obviously good finishing position for some extra funds. Then Michael Andretti, very unfortunate, was running really well throughout the race, and then unfortunately had that issue towards the end, which saw him not finish. We didn't see what happened to him, but yeah, unfortunate. Mario Andretti for the Minardi was looking good, hunting down Alain Prost, but then a suspension failure for him. Nelson Piquet in the Benetton in 10th. Nigel Mansell in 11th for March. René Arnoux in 12th for the Benetton squad. Jeff Brabham, the other Williams, in 13th. 14th will be the first Ferrari, so very unfortunate day for Ferrari with both of the cars failing. And then Satoru Nakajima for Lotus, also unfortunate for Lotus here today with a double DNF. The 16th will be the second McLaren, so not the best day for Capelli, even though he was showing promise in his pace. And then Thierry Boutsen in the Zakspeed in 17th, Matsumoto the second Minardi in 18th. We have then Stefan Johansson and Roberto Moreno from both of the Arrows. DNFing quite close to each other, so really unfortunate day for Arrows. Seems like they were a bit unlucky today. And 22nd, Ayrton Senna there, dropping out of the race because of that collision at the start. And then the last car there, Emerson Fittipaldi, with the engine failure. Very eventful race here at San Marino GP, but surely we are in for a good season here. And with the second upgrade round, I believe a lot of the managers are going to be thinking about their strategy and what they can improve on the cars, which I am very much looking forward to. So we'll see you next time, which I believe will be the Monaco Grand Prix. See you then.